Well, I think, after 9 games, it's a great time to reflect, kind of see where you're at. I think even as a head coach, you've got to self reflect at the halfway point, figure out what you can do better, what worked well. And I think anytime you go into the second round of battle, you're getting ready to play team for the second time. A lot of things have changed. We played them really, really early in the season. But you look at what may have worked against them, what things you may try to change, adjust. And I think overall, we've tried to identify 3 things that we've done really well, 3 things that we need to do a better job. One is certainly defensive rebounding. It's something we've got to get better at. But UIC's coming in here really hot. They've won 4 out of 5. They just lost a buzzer beater. They're led by 4 seniors. Very, very good team. They've got a lot of equity built up in this league. They've been battle tested. Their coach is in their 5th season. They know who they are. They've battled through a lot this year with a lot of injuries. I think they're persevering through all of that. Tarkus Ferguson is one of the better guards in the league. They're a very, very dangerous team that has been battle tested. Yeah, I think, John, all these games, as we've all seen here at the Bigley Center lately, not just on the men's side, but also the women's side, they've been very exciting. You've got a lot of student athletes giving it their all. Whether they're playing good, bad, average, whatever it is, I think the effort amongst all the teams, not just our team, has been at a high level. And that's when you're in the conference play. So I think it'll be the same on Thursday. It's going to be the team that can come in and establish their identity. Ours has certainly been when we get out and we guard and lead to some easy baskets, and we have a lot of guys that are scoring the ball. We're really good. In the first game, we held them to 64 points. The final score was 70-64. Both teams only made 4 threes apiece. I don't think you'll see that again. I think both teams are much better offensively. But you gotta try to prepare the next couple days, today and tomorrow. Not look ahead till Thursday. Try to get better with some of our habits and some of the things that we're going to try, and continue to stay the course.
Defensively, where do you see this team? Have they been on par with what you wanted to?
Well, we've taken a few steps back lately, John. But it's when you're playing 45 minutes of basketball instead of 40, it's a little bit different. In the Milwaukee game, I don't know if we could have played that much better defense. Of course, you're never satisfied, but we held them to 75 points in 45 minutes. And then on Saturday, it was in the 90s, and that had a lot to do with what Green Bay does, their style. So, no, I don't think we're fully happy with our defense where it's at, but I think there's some good starting points. There's been great moments in the season where it's been really, really good. One of the things we've done a much better job at this year is our fouling. We're a year older. We're playing a lot smarter. We've really put an emphasis on that. Take care of the basketball and don't foul. Those are the 2 biggest keys going in every game, whether it's home or away. So we got to continue to get better. We're contesting shots at a really high rate. We're contesting 82% of our opponent's shots. We chart everything. Paul and Danny do a tremendous job behind the scenes, breaking the tape down with the analytics and talking about certain things that correlate to winning. Our guys have bought into those things. So we got to clean up a few things.
When Mike and Oz are in tandem together and they're close to double figures, this team's really good. What do you see out of those 2 guys?
No, I think you make a great point. I don't know how many teams in the league have 2 guys that can go get you a double-double. There's certainly some teams that are capable of it. You look at the top of the league with Billy Wampler and Loudon Love. UIC's bigs. I think Blount is really moving better. This is a young man that came off an ACL. I give him a lot of credit. He's battling. You can see he's moving better, so they're capable. But I think anytime at our level, you can get a front court that, with Naz's ability to push the ball, pass the ball, we had a meeting today. I mean, he starts a lot of our offense. A lot of these teams in the first half are really trying to take Darius out of the equation. So Nas has done a good job of relieving some of that pressure. And then when Mike's rebounding, I think it really helps his offense. So we need those two guys to be good, but it's a really valid point. When they're on, we're pretty hard to beat.
And Coach, with Cathcart and Morgan putting in, valuable time too, how much versatile does that make this team?
Yeah, we just need I always am very honest with our guys. I think our ceiling's really high as a team because I think we've played good at times. I think we could play great. I think there's a lot of areas we can improve. I think our guys have an open mind to try to go get better here these last 9 games. Last year, the second half of the season, we got better, and that's what it's about. I think we went 6-3 down the stretch last year. We got to continue to get better. So guys like Zumi, guys like Garrett, you saw it in Devin Morgan the other night. All these kids are, one's no more important than the other. It's a team game, and there's going to be certain nights some guys are shooting the ball well, but there's the consistent effort with the details and the scouting. Those sorts of things can separate us from the rest of the pack, and we need them all to play well.
Anything else? Lastly, year 5, starting to come around a little bit more. You're starting to see shades of that, there. Talk about, those two guys and what they need to do going forward.
Which guys, John?
Ola and
Yeah,
Jameer.
Jameer is a young man that's playing Division I basketball for the first time. It's so hard, it's so much different than junior college. So, I think the average fan doesn't understand the difference, and it's not competition. There's great competition in junior college basketball, but it's the preparation, it's the scouting reports, it's the day-to-day things that are much different. So I always think with junior college players, it takes a little extra time. With Ola, he really hasn't had a fair chance. You look at what happened to him, breaking his hand twice in the off season. I think there is a frustration level on his part. We've been very, very patient with him, understand that it is a process to get him back to where he was in the beginning of last year. Those two guys are important because they're big, they're long, they're athletic, they're different. They give us a different look. Some games we play certain guys, differently. And the reality is, they're backing up a very good 5-man. Nas is considered a 5-man a 5-man offensively. But he's a throwback type of guy. He's not a 3, 4, or 5. He's just a basketball player. We play him at that position because he's so hard to guard. So he's playing behind. Those guys are playing behind a very, very good player. And sometimes, I do this in the preseason. I put a big circle on the board and talk about different pieces of the pie. Everybody can't eat the same piece, right? But there'll be little pieces here. But, Nas obviously has earned his right for a bigger piece. DQ, some of your seniors, they're going to get a little bit more. At the end of the day, it's just about making it work, John. And I think that's the hard part in coaching because you want all your guys to play. There's no doubt about it. But at the end of the day, we got to put the guys that are on the floor that can give us the best shot to win. So some of their development has been delayed because we've got good players ahead of them, and we're trying to win right now.